Hello everyone, and welcome to my Catherine Princess Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Prince George may have a long way to go, but he appears to be preparing for his future as the king already. The 11-year-old Prince and Princess of Wales want him to stay a child as long as possible, but there have been a few significant events that highlight his regal demeanor. Body language specialist Judy James stated to Fabulous that George, the eldest son of William, has slowly evolved from a rather shy-looking small boy into a more confident, responsible, and happily still joyful-looking 11-year-old, because of William's thorough, hands-on indoctrination of his son. He exudes an astonishing feeling of calm as he prepares for and embraces his future fate. William has served as his son's wingman and role model. He used to be the bike stabilizers, holding George's hand, petting his back, stroking his hair, and encouraging him forward, but these days, he's more often seen stepping back to watch his son assume his royal role on his own. When the time comes, that is. We've recently seen 4 key moments that show George is prepped and ready to be king. Judy claims that although Prince George used to come across as shy, he is now self-assured and assumes responsibility for his actions during public gatherings. This was made clear when the prince visited Westminster Abbey with his parents and siblings to discuss the arrangements for King Charles's coronation. As they went over preparations, royal admirers saw the heartwarming moment when Prince George corrected Prince William. "You aren't coming to the dress rehearsal?" An official questioned Prince William, as depicted in the documentary Charles III, The Coronation Year. "I'm on Friday, George and I are back here on Friday," the future king retorted. Then Prince George said, "I am here tomorrow." Prince William corrects himself and says, "You are here tomorrow," in agreement. Those are the times when a child grows old enough, intelligent enough, and self-assured enough to all of a sudden start acting as the parent to their own father or mother, Judy continued. George was going to experience firsthand what his own destiny would entail, as well as watch his grandfather fulfill his destiny. It might have been a difficult experience, but George is all about confidence in this situation that I in pictures. He has a swelled chest and cocked thumbs, suggesting happiness. She continued by saying that when William spoke to his kid, his voice tone gave the impression that he was speaking to a third adult in the group. Before her health issues last December, all eyes were on Prince George and Kate Middleton as she staged an extremely special carol concert. Our body language expert believes that baby Prince George was the real star of the performance, even with Kate's effortlessly stylish ensemble. George might be walking with his siblings at Kate's Christmas carol service in Westminster Abbey, but his role now seems to have evolved to no longer be childlike, Judy clarified. He seems serious in this moment, and it's obvious that he intends to watch Louis closely. This sense of responsibility seems natural to him rather than forced, and he receives his reward from William, who gives him a quick gaze that conveys affection and pride along with a repressed smile. George doesn't seem to need coaching for this role either. He just takes the lead naturally. His dad doesn't get nervous looks when he's doing it right. At the 2024 Euros final in July, Prince William and his son George's faces changed from joy to agony when the referee sounded the final whistle. Though England might not have won the title, George might have benefited by going in terms of growing public confidence. George is often seen at football matches with his dad and in a very visible spot with thousands of fans watching, the body language expert said in clarification. William and George are both huge football fans, but George has been able to develop his confidence and self-worth, as well as his ability to let go of his social inhibitions, thanks to these athletic events. The warrior rituals of jumping, yelling, and raising their fists in the air, as well as the face-holding and amazement and jubilation rituals, are exactly replicated in the body language of George and William. These impromptu groupthink rituals are assisting George in forging a stronger connection with his audience and overcoming any shyness or crippling anxiety about constantly being perfect. Perceptive spectators might have noticed George and 6-year-old Prince Louis sharing a big brother moment during Trooping the Colour in June. George gently reminded Louis to turn around and face the crowds as he turned to look at his father on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. We can see a hierarchical shift on the balcony at this year's Trooping of the Colour as William delegates the care and coaching of his youngest son to George and Charlotte, Judy continued. Louis glances up to speak with his father, but George is behaving like a prefect right away. He eye-checks Louis and then gives him a swatting motion that makes him turn to face the front. This appears to be George's typical behavior as well. While William just seems content to delegate with a great degree of trust, Louis obeys without question. According to insiders, Princess Charlotte has been out and about shopping with her great-aunt, Duchess Sophie, and her daughter, Lady Louise Windsor. According to a royal insider, Princess Charlotte went shopping in London with the Duchess of Edinburgh and her daughter Lady Louise Windsor. The Sun claims that the Princess and Prince of Wales's daughter has become quite close to her great-aunt, who frequently brings her to different boutiques in London. Charlotte and Duchess Sophie have a close relationship that has been on display at many events. The two have been pictured together on multiple occasions, exchanging heartfelt words and tender moments. Now, a senior royal source has surfaced, claiming that the two still have a strong friendship, even when they are not acting in their royal capacities, and frequently go shopping in Chelsea and Knightsbridge. They stated to the media, "There is a really warm connection between Sophie and her great-niece, which is very touching." On one of those excursions, the trio went to Peter Jones on King's Road, with the Duchess's daughter Lady Louise. According to an insider, Louise adores Charlotte too, but doesn't see as much of her as she is mostly away in Scotland. Louise recently finished her second year at St. Andrews University. The insider went on to say that Sophie's strong bond with Charlotte has greatly pleased her mother, Princess Kate, who has restricted her own outings due to Sophie's cancer recuperation. As both families prepare to travel to Balmoral to have some leisure time together, Charlotte will have additional opportunities to spend time with her favorite royal aunt. The Scottish estate is usually where the royals spend their late summer vacation. According to reports, King Charles extended an invitation to the Prince and Princess of Wales along with their kids, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh and their family, Princess Anne, her daughter Zara and her husband Mike Tyndall, Peter Phillips and his daughters Savannah and Isla, and the daughters of the Duke of York, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, along with their kids. Lady Louise studies at the same university as Prince William and Princess Kate, where they first became acquainted. Lady Louise Windsor is living the high life as she pursues her study at St. Andrews University, following in the footsteps of her cousin Prince William and his wife Princess Kate. During the academic year, the 20-year-old daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh stays at the Scottish institution. Her accommodations, nevertheless, are not your average dorm rooms. Having grown up in her family's lavish Bagshot Park, Surrey house, Lady Louise expects the same level of luxury in her university residence halls. The infant princess is thought to have spent her first year living in St. Salvator's Hall, a posh residence. Meals are supplied at St. Salvator's Hall, called Sally's with affection. While there is a communal kitchen, students can prepare light snacks in addition to dining in the dining room. The common room, furnished with a snooker table, TV, and piano, offers a place to unwind. The annual cost for people living in shared housing is £8,083, which also includes £3,083 for catering. If they choose not to share, the annual cost comes to £8,882, which includes £3,083 for catering, according to the university website. The Prince and Princess of Wales once resided in the same halls. The halls offer weekly visits from a professional cleaning service in addition to catered meals. Every Sally's resident is welcome to eat at the high table. Here, a select few students are invited to a formal dinner, hosted by a well-known member of the faculty or community. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and don't miss any update.